我々はファンのみんなが彼らを待ってる、彼らを探してるっていうのは分かってますし、ミッシングというポスターで、貼られたぐらい、要望があるキャラクターだというのは分かってましたので、いつもこういう新しいキャラクターをシリーズに加えていくっていうのは新しい冒険の始まりっていうこともあって、僕らいつもワクワクしてます。
So the thing I like most about Ray and Mighty is the fact that their whole look is incredibly consistent with classic Sonic. I have to be emphatic here, there are no copy pastes with Ray or with Mighty. They're all built completely from scratch. The real challenge, I think, was to actually bring completely new animations into their repertoire that would fit with their characters. Ray is a bit more of a plucky, happy-go-lucky kind of chap, whereas Mighty's all about his strength and his resolve.
本当に昔のキャラクターなんで、残っている資料とかも少なくて、そのオリジナルの設定と矛盾なくこうアップデートする、正解を探しながらいい形に最終的にはできたんじゃないかな。結構苦労しましたけど、うまくできたと思っています。
It was long before Sonic Mania came to be. Christian ran the idea for a hypothetical classic Sonic game for a brand new zone, which was Studiopolis. His whole idea for it was that it would take the tried and true casino theme but put it in a TV studio kind of game show type arena, and immediately this just set my mind whirring. I already had a very clear idea in my mind how Studiopolis was going to look, with the whole Act 1 being outdoors and then Act 2 being inside the television studio. So I would be telling a few fibs if I said it was a cakewalk, if it was easy to give a fresh look to the zones in Encore mode. The whole aim was to change the colour palette, as it were, but in order to do that, the colour palettes are a separate thing from the actual level assets themselves. No direct modification, like me actually drawing on any of the assets, was made. It was just tweaking the colours, and with the help of Hoshino-san, we were able to find the right balance of colours for each zone, making sure that the levels felt fresh enough for Encore mode. The art book that comes with it, there's a ton of great content in there that's behind the scenes from all of the staff, the art staff that worked on the project. Some fantastic concepts from Hoshino-san and development sketches, all kinds of things.
マイアのチーム、トムとかと一緒に仕事するのはとても楽しくて、彼らはもともとファンだからすごくたくさんのことを知っていて、もう僕たちが忘れてるようなこともたくさん思い出してくれました。で、こう2人でやり取りをしていると、昔若かった頃に先輩とデザインのやり取りをしてた頃を思い出しました。I'm feeling like Tom is my son in the UK, right?
What was particularly nice about working with yourself was how we shared a dialogue. Like, it was very much an exchange of ideas, between the pair of us, as opposed to me saying, oh, well, this is what I want and it's my way or the highway, and vice versa. It was very much a collaborative effort from beginning to the end. And I think that's what contributed massively to what made Sonic Mania as brilliant as it has become.
Originally, we built a small playable version of Studiopolis, and the prototype was called Sonic Discovery, and we presented it to Izuka-san at SOA.
すごく気を使ってオリジナルの延長となるような指導をしてチェックしてました。
The whole team's reaction was one of being overjoyed, but also simultaneously being like, oh wow, we have a lot of work to do. So there was so much demand for a physical version of Sonic Mania that we decided to make a special edition for the fans. We basically wanted to add enough content so that people, playing Sonic Mania, say a year later, could go back and experience the content in the same way maybe a band plays an encore set. You know, we even added some additional cutscenes, so the next time the players run through Mania mode, they'll get a bit of a surprise.
今回パッケージバージョンを作るにあたってやはりソニックファンの方たちに喜んでもらえるパッケージにしたいということで豪華なアートブックですとかあとリバーシブルのパッケージにして当時のメガドライブジェネシスの頃のソニック風にソニックマニアをアレンジしたりというような面白いコンテンツを用意して、パッケージ版を豪華にするというのと同時にもうすでにデジタル版を持っているお客さんのためにもソニックマニアと同じ経験をしてもらいたいということから今回のアンコールパックっていうのを別途安い価格で販売してこれまで買ってくれたファンの方にもソニックマニアプラスを楽しんでもらえるような、そういうプランとして今回のマニアプラスは考えました。
I think Mighty is a really good choice for novice players because he can deflect projectiles with his shell. He can smash through the ground with his hammer drop move. Even, you know, like spikes are less of an obstacle for him. I think Ray is really good for more experienced players who've maybe done a few runs through Mania mode. You know, Ray's air glide gives him new ways to chain together the different tiers of level routes. You know, it's a move that takes a bit of work to master, but once you've mastered it, you can basically glide through the air like a mad devil.
アンカーモードですけども、もちろん背景の色が違ってで新しいステージのセッティングも変わっているのでもう一度新しい気持ちでプレイできるっていうのが、アンコアモードの一番の特徴なんですけどもそれに加えてキャラクタースイッチングのシステムがあるんですね。でこれは、ソニックマイティでプレイしていて、1人ミスをすると今度控えのキャラクターに自動的にキャラクターがスイッチしていくっていう新しいキャラクタースイッチシステムがありまして、これを設けることによって、通常ソニックを選んだらずっとソニックでプレイするテイルスを選んだらずっとテイルスでプレイするのが普通なんですけどもこのアンコアモードの時は5人のキャラクターをそのミスするたんびにスイッチして切り替えるっていう遊びがあるので今までのステージ攻略と違った、ここはソニックで走り抜けたけども次はナックルズで壁を登って上のルートを行くっていうような遊び方ができるので今までの、マニアモードとは違う楽しみ方ができると思います。
So for competition mode, we've enhanced it to now have 4 players instead of 2. Our dev team is based across all the world, so we only get a few moments where all of our dev team is in the one room. So naturally, the first thing we wanted to try is competition mode. So as you can imagine, the gameplay gets pretty frantic. I think for me it was a fantastic and fulfilling experience. I was just in general surprised about what we were able to do in Sonic Mania. A fantastic memory for me was when Izuka-san suggested that the Death Egg robot came back in Green Hill Zone. Izuka-san was like, "Can you make this happen?" And I was like, "Mate, I can have him dancing around with maracas if you want." Like our team was just raring to go at the opportunity to add new unexpected stuff in Sonic Mania.